choosing the right executor in the will. What are the traits of a qualified executor? Well, some of the responsibilities include navigating the murky waters of probate, selling real estate, filing taxes, closing out bank accounts and CDs, managing an inventory and accounting, and having to deal with a lot of different emotional players involved in this. So you're looking for someone who's detail oriented, someone who's likely local, someone who has the bandwidth and the time to handle this because they can take up to a year or longer to complete. And most importantly, somebody who's got thick skin and who's an honest person. Those are the traits that you're looking for in an executor. How can choosing an executor impact family relationships? So, when our clients are thinking about who to choose as the executor in their last will and testament, it comes down to, is this going to impact sibling relationships? Is someone getting disinherited? Is there a sibling or a beneficiary that's going to be receiving less than someone else? Um, is someone not going to be able to handle the stress well? What we don't want to do is drive wedges between siblings, nieces and nephews and grandchildren. We want to make sure that that family is not torn apart because someone passed away, but instead that that wealth, is really helpful to that family and they can move on. And have a celebration of life and grieve and not have the probate process be so stressful and so but instead impact family dynamics. And so for some families it might mean that an adult child is the right answer, and for others they might need to consider choosing a third party like a CPA or an attorney. Safekeeping of our estate planning documents. We get this question pretty often. Let's talk about a last will and testament here for a moment. What our advice is for our clients is a safe deposit box at your local bank. And if you don't want to pay for that, or you don't want to have that ongoing management of a safe deposit, at the very least, a fireproof safe at your residence. And who needs to know where your original documents are? Your personal representative named. The reason why that original will is so critical is that has to be probated. A photocopy, a PDF, a copy of that will is not going to work. The presumption is in that instance that the original will was revoked. So your executor has to know where that original document is. That's why we advise get it out of the house in a safe deposit box at a neutral third party bank for it to be admitted lawfully and successfully.